turns 60. And that's it for World News Tonight. I'm Kanya Sutistawinata. Thanks again for watching. Good night.
Ned Beatty, the character actor whose first film role in 1972's Deliverance launched him on a long, prolific, and accomplished career, has died. He was 83. Beatty's manager, Deborah Miller, said Beatty died Sunday, June 13, 2021, of natural causes at his home in Los Angeles, surrounded by friends and loved ones. After years in regional theater, Beatty was kept in Deliverance as Bobby Tripp, the happy-go-lucky member of a male riverboating party terrorized by backwoods thugs. The scene in which Tripp is brutalized became the most memorable in the movie and established Beatty as an actor. Beatty received an Oscar nomination as supporting actor for his role as corporate executive Arthur Jensen in 1976 Network. His credits including more than 150 movies and TV shows. He was equally memorable as Otis, the idiot henchman of villainous Lex Luthor in the first two Christopher Reeve Superman movies, and as the racist sheriff in White Lightning. Other films included All the President's Men and The Big Easy.
We are gathered here today to join Bea and Thomas in holy matrimony.
James Corden is back, voicing beloved British rabbit Peter. The previous Peter Rabbit was one of 2018's top animated releases, grossing $351 million worldwide, including a hefty $236 million internationally. The release sequel, Peter Rabbit 2: The Runaway, was delayed due to the pandemic.
Dad, it's Peter Rabbit.
Oh, I hate that I'm the
Fresh from hosting the Friends reunion episode, Corden mused on how liberating he finds voicing characters. In the latest adventure, Bea, played by Rose Byrne, Thomas, played by Domino Gleeson, Peter Rabbit, and his siblings have formed a makeshift family after Bea and Thomas marry. Yet, Peter can't seem to shed his naughty reputation.
without them.
David Oyelowo joins the cast as Nigel Basil Jones, who doesn't have the rabbit's best interests at heart. The actor said he was convinced, or pressured even, to take the role by daughter Zoe. Peter Rabbit 2: The Runaway has been released in cinemas in the U.S. from 11th June 2021.
Join them. Frolic.
I can frolic. This is fun. I'm speeding up a little. I'm speeding up quite a bit.
And that's why adults shouldn't do kid stuff.
Bad changes happening on the block since you've been at school.
And now the box office. After a string of good box office weekends, the opening of In the Heights was a reminder of the challenges of the marketplace. Most theaters are operating at reduced capacities to allow social distancing. Canada's theaters are largely closed, and getting crowds to come out for a movie that was simultaneously streaming on HBO Max, as In the Heights was, adds another complication. Starring a mostly fresh-faced cast including Anthony Ramos, Melissa Barrera, Corey Hawkins, and Leslie Grace, In the Heights came to American box office to A Quiet Place 2, which has passed the $100 million mark. A Quiet Place 2, directed by John Krasinski, is the first movie during the pandemic to earn $100 million at the box office.
Did so well.
Peter Rabbit 2: The Runaway, with James Corden in the voice of Peter, came in third.
Parent.
Not that close.
A father.
Father? Father? No.
It's a witch.
Last week's #1 film, The Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It, landed in 4th place.
Connection is still open.
So,
And Disney's Cruella, an origin story of 101 Dalmatians baddie, Cruellaville, starring Emma Stone, rounds out the top 5.
You see.
It really, really does.
Let's remind you all that I'm doing this in Healesville.
Boy George celebrates his 60th birthday Monday, June 14, and is just as busy with his career now as he was when it began in the 1980s. George told reporters at the Brit Awards in May that he was 60 and defiant. He plans to put out 60 records for his 60th birthday. Ooh. And casting is underway for an actor to play him in a forthcoming biopic, Karma Chameleon. How appropriate. George was born George Elan O'Dowd in 1961 in Kent, southeast England, and brought up in South London. Influenced by glam rockers like David Bowie, George became involved in the new romantic scene in London. After a short stint performing with post-punk band Bow Wow Wow, he formed a band called Sex Gang Children with Mikey Craig, John Moss, and Roy Hay. They later changed the name to Culture Club. The band's debut album, Kissing to Be Clever, was an international hit in 1982, helped by the big-selling single, Do You Really Wanna Hurt Me? Their second album, Color by Numbers, was also a global smash. Their third and fourth long players did not perform as well, and the group disbanded in 1986. Culture Club reunited in 1998, 2006, 2011, and 2014, recording new material and touring. Meanwhile, George pursued a solo career, writing, performing, and playing DJ sets. You may recall he came to Indonesia as a DJ. Boy George has also made many appearances on screen with a cameo in The A-Team, and he was also a judge on TV talent show The Voice in the UK. George has been able to continue to work during lockdown, making music with his producer in a COVID-safe bubble and creating art. SMI.
Excuse me.